When people talk about the partition of India, the story is simplified into one narrative that Muslims wanted Pakistan and Hindus wanted India. But the history is far more complex. Millions of Muslims opposed partition. Many believed that India was their homeland, a nation built together through centuries of shared history, culture, sacrifice, and struggle. And long before 1947, countless Muslims had already fought, sacrificed, and even died for India's freedom. This is the forgotten history of Muslims who stood against partition and fought for a united India. The contribution of Muslims to India's freedom began long before partition politics even existed. One of the earliest and fiercest opponents of British expansion was Tipu Sultan, the ruler of Mysore. Known as the Tiger of Mysore, Tipu Sultan fought multiple wars against the British East India Company in the late 18th century and became one of the earliest symbols of resistance to colonial rule. Then came Begum Hazrat Mahal, one of the heroic leaders of the revolt of 1857. When the British annexed Awadh, she led armed resistance against them and became one of the most fearless women of India's first major uprising against the British. The revolt of 1857 saw Hindus and Muslims fighting together against the British rule. The unity deeply alarmed the British Empire. In 20th century, revolutionary movements also included prominent Muslim freedom fighters. One of the most famous was Ashfaqulla Khan, a close associate of Rana Prasad Bismil in the Kakori conspiracy against the British rule. Ashfaqulla Khan was executed by the British in 1927. Before his execution, he proudly declared his love for India and the freedom struggle. Then there was Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, scholar, journalist, Congress leader, and one of the strongest Muslim voices for a united India. Azad opposed the partition till the very end, warning that dividing India would lead to immense suffering and permanent communal tensions. Other prominent Muslim freedom fighters included Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, Hakim Ajmal Khan, Dr. Mukhtar Ahmad Ansari, Hazrat Mohani, who famously coined the slogan Inqilab Zindabad before Bhagat Singh popularized it. These leaders proved that India's freedom struggle was never limited to one religion or one community. After witnessing Hindu-Muslim unity in 1857 revolt, the British increasingly used the policy known as divide and rule. The goal was simple: prevent Indians from uniting against the colonial power. Policies like separate electorates in 1909, communal representation, religious political categorization gradually deepened division within Indian society. By the 1940s, communal tensions had become deeply political. Many historians argue that partition became the British Empire's final and most devastating divide and rule strategy. One of the most influential Muslim reformers of colonial India was Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. After 1857, he believed Indian Muslims urgently needed modern education to progress under colonial rule. So, he founded Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College in 1857, which later became Aligarh Muslim University. This sparked Aligarh Movement, which focused on scientific education, modern learning, political awareness, and intellectual reforms. At a time when higher education was limited, Aligarh helped produce lawyers, scientists, journalists, civil servants, writers, and political thinkers. The university empowered Indians with the knowledge and intellectual tools needed to challenge the British dominance in administration, law, media, and public life. Many Aligarh alumni later became active participants in India's freedom movement and nation building efforts. Sir Syed also repeatedly spoke about Hindu-Muslim harmony and believed India's community must progress together. Despite rising communal politics, many Muslims firmly opposed partition. First, Jamaatul Ulama-e-Hind, led by scholars like Hussain Ahmad Madani, the organization promoted composite nationalism, the idea that Indians of all religions form one nation together. Second, All India Movement Conference, representing working class Muslims and artisans. The organization rejected Pakistan and warned it would divide ordinary people and damage India socially and economically. Third, Majlis-e-Ehrar Islam, a nationalist Muslim movement, organized speeches and rallies against partition, especially in the Punjab region. Fourth, Khan Abdul Ghaffar and the Khudai Khidmatgar, the non-violent Pashtun movement led by Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, strongly opposed dividing India on religious lines. Heartbroken by partition, he later said, "You have thrown us to the wolves." In April 1940, thousands gathered in Delhi for the Azad Muslim Conference, one of the largest Muslim gatherings against Pakistan. More than 1400 delegates from across India attended. The conference rejected the claim that all Muslims supported Muslim League's Pakistan demand. Its leader declared that India was one nation, shared by all communities. So, why these voices were ultimately overpowered? First, communal violence created fear across communities. The Muslim League gained increasing political momentum. British authorities pushed for a rapid exit and political negotiations repeatedly failed. The result was partition, one of the largest and most dramatic migration of human history. The Muslims who opposed Pakistan remind us that India's history was built collectively, from Tipu Sultan to Ashfaqulla Khan, from Begum Hazrat Mahal to Maulana Azad. Muslim freedom fighters played a major role in resisting colonial rule and shaping modern India. Institutions like Aligarh Muslim University helped educate generations who contributed to science, law, politics, journalism, and the freedom movement itself. Their story reminds us that India's freedom was won together by people of many faiths, languages, and cultures. If you found this story insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more untold stories from history beyond the headlines.